Hello everyone. Today we will be presenting regarding our case regarding Colonial Pipeline Company. So what happened, we'll be delving in these topics, and we are team 3. So in our team we have Ayush, Apurv, myself, Arunima, Aditya, Karan and Sangat. So let's look at the contents. So we'll be going through the company profile, that what was the company structure before the attack took place. Then we'll be looking at the IT infrastructure. And then the attack will be seeing that what exactly happened during and how it was resolved. Then we will be giving our suggestions, and we have the business model canvas after the suggestions are implemented, and future activity. So let's start with the overview of Colonial Pipeline, a leading energy infrastructure company in the US. So it was founded in 1961 as a joint venture by 9 major oil companies. Colonial Companies has grown into a critical player in the petroleum and transportation sector. With headquarters in Georgia, the company manages an extensive pipeline network that spans 505,000 miles, transporting refining petroleum products from the Gulf Coast to the eastern US. This infrastructure is vital, accounting for 45% of the fuel consumed on the East Coast. Colonial is privately owned by 5 major entities and reported $1.2 billion in revenue for 2021. This background underscores the importance of ensuring the security and resilience of their operations, especially in the face of disruptions like ransomware attack that we'll be discussing today. So let's briefly examine Colonial Pipeline's IT infrastructure before the ransomware attack. The company's IT and operational systems were insufficiently segmented, allowing for easier spread of attack. Security measures were very basic, relying on limited firewalls and intrusion detection despite increased IT spending. The backup systems were also very vulnerable, with no offsite or tamper-resistant capabilities, making them easy targets for ransomware. Employee training on cybersecurity was minimal, and crucially, there was no centralized leadership in this area. No Chief Information Security Officer, CISO, as we will be referring it to further. This lack of preparation extended to incident response, where Colonial lacked a dedicated team or formal plan. These vulnerabilities, combined with the lack of industry-wide cybersecurity standards, left Colonial particularly exposed, setting the stage for severe impact of the attack. Now let's dive into the specifics of the ransomware attack that paralyzed Colonial Pipeline's operations. On May 7, 2021, there was an attack by the DarkSide ransomware group demanding a ransom of 75 bitcoins, which was equivalent to about $4.4 million at that time. The attackers had accessed Colonial's IT system as early as 29th of April, stealing 100 gigabytes of sensitive data over several days. The impact was immediate and severe. All 5,500 miles of pipeline were shut down, the first time this has ever happened in the company's history. The disruption affected nearly 45% of the fuel supply on the US East Coast, leading to widespread fuel shortages and panic buying. In response, Colonial's CEO made the controversial decision to pay the ransom to quickly get the operation started. However, the decryption tool provided was very slow and mostly ineffective. The company also engaged with federal agencies like FBI and Department of Energy to manage the crisis. After significant effort, operations began on May 12th, with full operations resuming on May 17th. This attack underscored the critical need for better cybersecurity practices, which we'll be addressing in our recommendations. So, moving on to the next slide. This slide outlines the post-ransomware attack improvement suggestions for Colonial Pipeline, structured as the business model canvas, to empathize the strategic enhancements across various aspects of the business. Starting with key partners, we recommend forming a strategic partnership with cybersecurity firms and technology providers to strengthen the IT infrastructure. Collaboration with government and regulatory bodies is crucial to ensure compliance with evolving cybersecurity standards. Additionally, engaging with the learning and development team will be vital for continuous improvement for employee training on cybersecurity's best practices. Now, looking at key activities, we have to fortify security. We propose the implementation of continuous threat and exposure management (CTEM) programs. Introducing blockchain-enabled backup servers will add a resilient layer for security of critical data. So enhancing employees training programs with regular mock drills and incorporating ransomware protocols in the standard operating procedures, SOPs as we call it, will significantly improve preparedness. Finally, we suggest stricter VPN European regulations combined with regular penetration testing to identify and address vulnerabilities before they can be exploited. Now looking at key resources, building a robust CISO team is essential for centralized cybersecurity leadership. Investing in cutting-edge technology infrastructure and advanced data analytics tools will enable better threat detection and response. Financial resources must be allocated to sustain these improvements over the long term. Now looking at value proposition. These measures collectively provide an additional layer of security, particularly for backup servers, and enhance the overall IT infrastructure. Implementing a stronger password protection policy and fortifying employee awareness will significantly reduce the risk. Moreover, these changes will streamline crisis management processes, reinforce stakeholder confidence, and ensure financial security. Now, looking at customers' relationships, we have realized that by adapting these strategies, Colonial Pipeline can rebuild trust and strengthen its brand reputation. The emphasis on being a secure and digital resilient company will resonate with customers and stakeholders, leading to seamless operations and improved customer satisfaction. Now looking at the different channels we have. First, we have internal communications. So we recommend leveraging internal communication channels such as intranet and internal memos to keep employees informed and engaged. For external communication, using the company's website, newsletters, and participation in industry forums will help maintain the transparency and disseminate critical updates. Looking at the customer segments, we have that these changes will primarily benefit end users, business partners, stakeholders, internal users, and federal companies who depend on Colonial Pipeline's infrastructure for their operations. Now we'll be talking about the costs and revenue streams. Implementing these changes will require an initial investment of $20 billion with an estimated ongoing cost of $2 million annually. However, this investment is expected to pay off by enhancing trust, leading to new revenue streams. Additionally, Colonial could explore licensing in a shared intelligence platform, setting a new industry standard and creating an additional revenue source. In conclusion, these post-ransomware strategic enhancements are designed not just to protect Colonial Pipeline from future threats, but also to position the company as a leader in cybersecurity within the energy sector. Now let's discuss the strategic solutions we propose to strengthen Colonial Pipeline cybersecurity and operational resilience, focusing on mobilizing key resources for effective implementation. First, establishing a new vertical headed by the CISO. This will centralize cybersecurity leadership within the company. The CISO will oversee critical areas such as employee training, data management, and communication with the regulatory bodies. Now coming to employee trainings, a major focus will be on training employees to recognize and avoid social engineering tactics like phishing scams. This is essential in preventing breaches that originate from compromised organizational data. Now looking at data management and protocols, we have decentralized cybersecurity management and data management, coupled with stronger and more extensive protocols. This includes creating a detailed standard operating procedures, especially for attack scenarios and crisis management. Now third, we have a single point of contact for regulatory bodies. A dedicated SPOC will brief the government and coordinate support in line with official directives during and after the attack. So having this will streamline the processes and will also help the employees to function in this critical situation. Now fourth, we have password and system management. Enhancing VPN security, access controls, and password policies to exceed industry standards is crucial. This reduces the risk of fraud and unauthorized access to critical systems. Now we have the second stream of enhancing the IT infrastructure. So we propose the introduction of a blockchain-based backup system. This will ensure that post-attack recovery is secure, preventing data tampering or loss. So for that, first and second, we have penetration testing. Regular surface attack management and penetration testing conducted by cybersecurity consultants will simulate attacks and increase preparedness, identifying and addressing vulnerabilities proactively. Finally, we have continuous threat evaluation and monitoring system. STEM. So what will this do is based on dark web activities and program compatibilities to avoid external vulnerabilities in the system. So it will continuously evaluate various threats that Colonial Pipeline might face in the future, and on basis of that it will monitor and give out suggestions to its employees. So these strategic solutions will not only strengthen Colonial Pipeline cybersecurity posture but also enhance overall operational resilience, preparing the company to handle future challenges more effectively.
Thank you, Arunima, for such a brief introduction and explaining the situation. So we will discuss about building a secure and trusted cybersecurity ecosystem for Colonial Pipeline with the goal of establishing industry leadership and driving values through advanced cybersecurity initiatives. So we will take one by one point each, and we will start with creation. We propose forming a robust, physical, fail-safe and comprehensive cybersecurity protocols for server and data management. This will serve as a foundation for resilient security ecosystem. This will lead to becoming an industry leader by leading the creation of cybersecurity blockchain ecosystem. Specifically for energy companies, Colonial can position itself as an industry pioneer. This proactive approach will set new standards for cybersecurity within the sector. What it will incur for the company is the monetary return. The innovation and technologies developed could be licensed as an industry standard, generating significant revenue for Colonial Pipeline. So whatever prototype they develop, which that can be made a standard for the other companies as well. Additional benefits could be these actions will reinforce Colonial's brand reputation, showcasing a strong commitment to security, enhance trust, which will not only attract new business partners but also strengthen relationships with existing clients. This trust, coupled with the demonstrated cybersecurity mode, will increase market value and secure new contracts. In summary, I would like to summarize this slide with one short overview that this initiative will not only fortify Colonial cybersecurity posture but also create a competitive edge, driving both trust and financial growth. So since we have discussed about this, now we will talk about how these futuristic trends, strategic cybersecurity enhancement and value creation can be implemented. Continuing with our strategy, we are now looking at futuristic cybersecurity enhancements that focuses on value creation for Colonial Pipeline. First, adapting a zero trust architecture. This approach ensures continuous verification, significantly reducing the risk of unauthorized access. By challenging every user and device, zero trust will enhance operational resilience, making the system more robust against any potential breaches. Now, second point would be deploy advanced threat detection tools. Leveraging AI, these tools can detect and mitigate threats in real time. This proactive approach will improve market competitiveness by keeping Colonial ahead of potential threats and ensuring the security of operations. Third point would be rigorous security patching and updates. By maintaining the highest security standards and addressing known vulnerabilities through regular updates, Colonial will strengthen regulatory compliance and minimize the risk of exploitation. And finally, we have acquired comprehensive cyber insurance. So this step provides a safety net, like this kind of attacks will never go out of the market. So mitigating the financial risk associated with ransomware attacks and ensuring a financial protection and stability for the company. So in short summary again, this initiative not only fortifies cybersecurity but also create a tangible value by enhancing competitiveness, compliance and financial security. And now we will have our resources which will be needed to implement all these steps which I just discussed. So starting with zero trust architecture, to effectively adopt this model, we will need to bring a cybersecurity expertise by hiring or training professionals who are in the company, or we can hire people from outside the organization also. Additionally, we must invest in technology platforms that support identity management and continuous monitoring. These tools will be crucial in maintaining the zero trust principles, ensuring that every access request is verified before granting access to sensitive systems. Now coming to the second point would be deploy advanced threat detection tools. We recommend acquiring advanced security software that leverages AI and machine learning tools to detect threat in real time. The software will be integrated with data analytics capabilities, allowing for continuous real-time analysis of security data. By doing so, Colonial will stand ahead of emerging threats and improve its overall security posture. Now, third point would be regular security patching and updates. As I have mentioned before, to manage effectively, we need to implement automated patch management software that ensures timely updates across all systems. Along with that, dedicated IT staff and personnel for patching and updates will guarantee that security vulnerabilities are addressed as soon as they are identified, maintaining the integrity of Colonial's infrastructure. And finally, and the most important point would be acquiring comprehensive cyber insurance. So as I mentioned in my previous slide also, that these kind of ransom attacks are not kind of inevitable. So this involves engaging with insurance companies to negotiate coverage that adapt to evolving threats. Continuous scope adjustment will ensure that Colonial is protected against a wide range of cybersecurity risks. Additionally, collaborating with risk assessment teams will help align potential risk with appropriate insurance coverage, providing a robust safety net. So, in short, these resources are essential for implementing strategic cybersecurity enhancements, ensuring Colonial Pipeline is well prepared and ready to face any cybersecurity threats which are coming in future, and also have a financial stability.
Thank you, Ayush and Arunima, for the explanation so far. To proactively prevent future cybersecurity incidents, we have identified several critical strategies that Colonial Pipeline can adopt to continuously improve the threat detection and response capabilities. First, the evolution of cyber threats. We must recognize that attackers are using increasingly sophisticated methods such as automated phishing, deep fakes, evasion techniques, and double extortion tactics. Automated phishing generates highly personalized and convincing emails, while deep fakes use AI to create realistic fake audio and video content. Evasion techniques allow malware to adapt and evade detection by learning from defenses. Double extortion techniques not only encrypt data but also threaten to publish sensitive information if ransom isn't paid. To combat evolving threats, continuous monitoring is essential. This involves implementation of advanced threat detection systems, conducting regular audits and vulnerability assessments. By continuously monitoring our systems, we can detect and respond to threats in real time, preventing potential breaches before they cause damage. Incident response planning is equally critical. Regularly updating and testing response plans ensures that the company is prepared for any cybersecurity incident. Conducting frequent cybersecurity drills and simulations will help the staff respond quickly and effectively when an actual incident occurs. Regulatory compliance must be maintained. Staying ahead of the industry regulations, and collaborating with the government bodies to adapt the latest and best practices is vital. This not only ensures compliance, but also positions Colonial Pipeline as a leader in adhering to and setting industry standards. Finally, technology upgrades are necessary to keep pace with threats. Investing in AI and machine learning for threat detection, along with regularly updating security protocols and technologies, will ensure that Colonial Pipeline remains resilient against the latest cyber threats. In conclusion, by adopting these proactive measures, Colonial Pipeline can build a robust defense against future cyber incidents, ensuring operational stability and protecting the critical infrastructure. To illustrate the effectiveness of proactive cybersecurity measures, let's take a look at a couple of examples. Continuous monitoring. In this example, financial institutions like JP Morgan Chase use advanced threat detection systems to monitor network traffic continuously. These systems can detect and respond to unusual activities in real time, such as unauthorized access attempts, or malware attacks. And the application, regular audits and vulnerability assessments are used in healthcare systems to protect sensitive patient data, ensuring compliance with HIPAA regulations. This includes conducting regular penetration testing to identify and mitigate potential vulnerabilities. Second, incident response planning. Companies like Microsoft have detailed incident response plans that are regularly tested and updated, enabling quick and effective response to any cybersecurity incident, minimizing downtime and data loss. In the energy sector, cybersecurity drills simulate attacks on critical infrastructure, like power grids, preparing companies for potential threats and ensuring a coordinated response. These examples underscore the importance of adopting similar strategies at Colonial Pipeline to strengthen the cybersecurity and operational resilience. Regarding regulatory compliance, financial institutions like Goldman Sachs work closely with the government bodies to stay ahead of the industry regulations, such as GDPR and SOX. Compliance teams ensure that all the data handling practices meet the latest regulatory standards. Pharmaceutical companies collaborate with government bodies like the FDA to align their cybersecurity practices with industry standards, ensuring the protection of intellectual property and patient data. For technology upgrades, companies like Amazon invest heavily in AI and machine learning to detect fraudulent activities in real time. Similarly, government agencies regularly update their cybersecurity protocols, incorporating the latest encryption methods to protect national security information. In summary, our recommendations for Colonial Pipeline focus on enhancing cybersecurity resilience through strategic improvements. We have proposed adopting zero trust architecture, deploying AI-driven threat detection tools, and ensuring regulatory patching and updates. Additionally, we emphasize continuous monitoring and robust incident response planning and strict regulatory compliance. By also acquiring comprehensive cybersecurity insurance and upgrading technologies, Colonial can mitigate future risks, protect its infrastructure, and reinforce its market leadership in the energy sector. Thank you.